You know, I tend to take really simple projects and make them extremely difficult.
Ford, come on. Really? Why? Whatever.
All right, back at it. We have a shifter right here, B&M. This will be a nice addition. And also got a big old fat intercooler. So I'm going to replumb that guy up. And I think that'll be about it for this episode.
Okay, moving along. We got the original shifter out. I just cut the cable. This is the cable that goes to the interlock for the ignition switch. I just chopped the thing and then I'll rip it out of the steering column later on. But that's your original shifter. FYI, if any of you ever go to take these out, 2 bolts in the back, 2 on the top, and then the cable actually exits under the vehicle. You have to disconnect those 2 bolts as well from underneath. So that'll leave you guessing. Don't rip on it. Pull out those 2 bolts. And of course the T-Bird is one of those vehicles that use the magical combination of standard and metric. I think the top bolts are all metric. Those bottom 2 for the cable are 3/8. Playing with the placement of the new shifter. I might just throw a straight plate on there, stick out like so, and then I'll put the aluminum cover on there. We'll see. Problem is if I do that, then the cable outlet for this shifter will not fit. I'm gonna have to do some serious cutting on the tunnel down there. So I looked around on the forums, looked on Facebook, looked a little bit everywhere, and didn't come up with any solutions that anybody else had done before. Sometimes I wonder if I'm a freak for doing this kind of stuff. This is the factory top of the tunnel. This is where the original shifter lays in, and basically just added some spacers underneath it, 4 bolts to the mounts where they're supposed to be, and we're going to stick it in there just like that. I got to notch out a little bit of a hole there and through the tunnel, a little notch, and I think this is going to work beautifully. So we'll find out. This is going to work out beautiful. Factory position using the factory bracket, which is kind of part of my goal as I go through this thing. Utilize what we got. That's about how she's going to sit. I think I am going to trim out my console to fit the B&M cover on there. I want that look. The cable is going to end up running through a factory hole right there. I'm going to trim it out just a little bit more, but that hole is already there, so this is going to work out real nice. Alright guys, this is really going to be slick. Here's our factory shift cable. And you can see I made a little adapter bracket when I changed this transmission. I think this might have been a Mustang Link or whatever the heck it was. But anyway, I made this little adapter plate so I could connect my factory ball joint there. But we're going to disassemble that. We're going to remove the original cable from our mount. And we're going to reuse that original mount. Why, Ford? Why? There's no... You gotta cut it to... It's the... Ford, come on. Really? Why? Whatever. Well, that reminds me, I never told you about the exhaust setup we have. The Cook's mid-length headers. And I use the SCP down tube kit along with the full cat pack exhaust from SCP, the dual in, dual out muffler with no mufflers in the back, and in fact no tailpipes. I basically just exited it right back here. So that's all I'm doing is dumping those out. Yeah, I got a few fumes inside the car, but it's not too bad. I do have a shorty stack setup where I just tie into my flanges here. I'll pull off all of this for the track, and I just run my exhaust straight out underneath, right out here. And that is just ridiculously loud. That SCP kit is pretty good. You do have to weld it all up yourself.
You know, I tend to take really simple projects and make them extremely difficult. In the end, we got it done. There's our bracket that we ended up using. I had to make an L bracket and put it on top of the stock adapter there. And then got the idea off Lockar. They make an AOD bracket assembly that you have to replace inside the AOD, and it's slotted so you have infinite adjustment. I figured, hell, I'll just do the same thing. It just took me 4 times longer than it should have. Whatever, but it's done. It's alive! Alright, check it out. Alright, we're gonna go. I don't have a handle yet, but that's fine. Park. There's reverse. Yep, she rolls. Neutral. Not rolling, that's good. Drive. Yep, she rolls. Then we got 2, 8, 1. Let's do a trans brake. Not rolling. Good. Let off the trans brake. Alright, we're good. And why the heck not do a 2-step? Yeah, we're good. Yeah, buddy. So I think that's about it for this video. I've been defeated pretty bad this week. Going on vacation next week, so I'm gonna have to pick up where I left off. I have a bunch more goodies on the way for the car. I still have that intercooler to put in. That'll be a fun project. And a few more mods here and there, some more weight reduction. So see you in the next video.